Yo, what's up? What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the stream. Hope you guys are doing good. Happy Sunday. I don't normally stream on Sundays, but I wanted to play more Mario Galaxy, so I thought, you know what? We're gonna stream on a Sunday, but I hope you guys are doing good. Yeah, we're playing as Luigi today because, last time we were playing as Mario. And I already had this save file up to 27 stars, but we got to literally the exact same point as we did with the Mario save file, so I was like, you know what, let's just go ahead and play as Luigi, right? Why not, you know? But yeah, I hope you guys are doing good. What's going on? Stuffed Animal, Tails Chow, Grayson, X-Man, Nico, Supercar, Grayson, Jonathan. I saw James as well. What's up, James? Hope you guys are doing good. Hope you guys are doing good. We're going to get into it right away, man. Now, I kind of forgot how slippery Luigi is compared to Mario. What's up, Shanta? Today's been pretty nice. That's great to hear. It's great to hear. We're going to the kitchen. And I think, we probably have enough stars to do whatever galaxy we want. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Sunshine next rival. What's up, Nask? Galaxy 2 will also be acceptable. We would probably play Galaxy 2 after this one. That's like the logical next step, I feel like, right? Just do Galaxy 1 then Galaxy 2. Yo! Mod Bez, the logo remaker. Thank you for the $10. I appreciate you. I made an exposal video on you last year in Lee Joe 80 what? 86 What is Lee Joe? I'm impressed to see that SF is mad. What? What? I don't think I'm mad at you. Why would I be mad at? Who are you? what are you talking about? who is Lee? Who is Joe? What? What? You made an exposal video. Guys, am I getting canceled? Well, thank you for the $10, I guess? What's up, Dark Mimikyu? How are you doing, bro? We're playing more Mario Galaxy, but I appreciate the 10, bro. I don't know what you're talking about, though. Oh, it's just nothing? What are you talking about? Oh, it's just nothing. What are you talking about? Watch it be a yo mama joke. Dude, I'm curious. What do you mean exposal video? Dude, am I getting canceled? I love Beach Bowl, missions, music, vibe, etc. Also, hi SF. What's going on, ID Gaming? Dude, Beach Bowl is probably one of the best water levels in a Mario game. It's not great. Like, I don't love the swimming in Mario Galaxy, but it's more tolerable in this game than I would say a lot of other games. I think Odyssey has, like, the best swimming, though, out of, like, any other 3D Mario game. SF is getting canceled because he said the N-word on stream when... Whoa, hold on, whoa. This did not happen. This didn't happen, bro. Yo, Nask. Thanks for the 10. I'm gonna make an exposal video on you next. Get ready for the impending cancellation. What are you gonna expose me for? That I hate heroes or something? Bro, these are crazy allegations that are getting thrown at me right now. SF, I'll defend you. Thank you, Stuffed Animal. A Stuffed Animal can be my defense attorney, basically. You hate heroes? Of course. I'm gonna tell everyone what SF stands for. Okay, whoa. We might have to ban this guy. He knows too much. He knows too much. He knows too much. Relax. No, they don't need to know that, Nask. They don't need to know that. So much hate for heroes, I know. Hey, I'm just saying, bro, if they made a new game, bro, wouldn't happen. You'll defend me as well? Thank you, Car. I appreciate you. Don't worry, SF, I was just trolling. I know you were trolling, bro. That never happened. Right? Right? Did somebody use AI to clone me, bro? Dude, where is this last star piece at? I've played this how many times? I should remember all these locations. What does SF stand for? See, that's not important. I wonder why it gets hated, almost as if it's a bad game. Well, yeah. You got it, bro. It is a bad game. What? Why are you replying to your own donate? What is going on? Everyone can stop, right? What? What? Everyone can stop. No, dude, I'm curious to see this exposal video, bro. Bro's trying to blend in. I don't know what's going on. Like, I have no idea what's going on. It's like, who is this guy? It stands for Sonic Frontiers, trust me. See, I like that. We can go with that. That's a good abbreviation. Also, what's up, Triple O? How's it going, brother? Bro, we got Triple O, Triple T. What's next? What's up, gamer? How's it going, brother? Question, is Sonic Lost World a Mario Galaxy clone just with Sonic? Pretty much. It's like if Mario Galaxy and, like, New Super Mario Brothers had a baby, but it was just Sonic. It's got the same sort of, like, gravity stuff where you could... It has, like, a bunch of spherical planets and you can run all around them and shit, but it also has, like, you know, the very standard Mario environments. Grass, desert, stuff of that sort. Yo, Triple O, thanks for the 2. Green Mario. Bro's thirsting over Green Mario. It's crazy. Crazy work. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. Hello, everybody. My name is LARPkaplier, and today we're watching this guy play one of the 2 Mario platformers that are actually good. Okay, come on. There are more than 2 Mario platformers that are good. I mean, there's way more, obviously, but come on. You got, I mean, even if you don't like, you know, 64, you got, or Sunshine, which, you know, understandable. You gotta be like, okay, you got Galaxy, Galaxy 2, Odyssey, 3D World. I would throw 3D Land in there, Bowser's Fury. And then you got the 2D stuff. I would say most of the new Super Mario Brothers games are good. Wonder, I dislike Wonder every time I play it, honestly. When we get to, like, you know, older 2D Mario World is like, I mean, me personally, I haven't played much of it, but apparently it's like, you know, a critically acclaimed, fantastic game. Mario 3 is a classic. Like, I could keep going. Yoshi, if you get into the Yoshi stuff, you got Yoshi's Island, Yoshi's Woolly World. Those games are great. The Goat Hotel Mario. All right, no. All right, no. We can stop now. No, we can stop now. But you know what? Maybe no nonsense nerd is right. Maybe there aren't that many good Mario platformers. You're falling for the bait. See, you can say it's bait, but I know how you move, okay? I know how you move, okay? You can say it's bait. But I know how you move, bro. Even though we were talking about Mario, let's bring Sonic into the sun. Oh, yeah, of course. Oh, absolutely. It always comes back to Sonic. Why you don't like Wonder? It's kind of, I want to play it on stream, and I might, actually, like, do a full 100% playthrough of Wonder again on stream, since I haven't done, like, a full 100% playthrough since it came out. But, long story short, I think it has a problem where a lot of its, like, magic and luster kind of wears off as soon as you replay the game. Like, a lot of it is kind of all spectacle, in my opinion. When you break it down to, like, the core gameplay and level design that's there, there's not a lot of challenge, and the level design is pretty lame. The wonder effects kind of carry it. But when it comes to, like, new Super Mario Brothers, those games are very, I guess, focused on speed running. I guess. Like, the level design is much more centered around you kind of... I mean, it's a lot more challenging, for one, and for two, it's like... I guess when it comes to new Super Mario Brothers, you know, you have things like the triple jump and you know, that sort of thing where it's very focused on just blasting through the levels as fast as you can, and I love that about new Super Mario Brothers. That's not really a thing in Wonder. And a lot of Wonder's difficulty that is there, you can kind of just get by it by using a certain badge. Like the badge system, I think is a good idea in concept, but a lot of it kind of just handicaps you. You know? So that's why I don't like it that much. It was pretty fun on a first playthrough, but every time I've like played more of it, not my thing, not my thing. Okay, I think I have to shoot this into the wall, right? Yeah. Watching this alongside Lost World gameplay in real time. It's the same picture. It's the same thing. What's my favorite galaxy in this game? Ooh, that's a tough question. I think Space Junk. Space Junk is probably Space Junk. I love Space Junk. That galaxy is just like that is Mario Galaxy right there. To me, like Space Junk Galaxy, like that is the perfect embodiment of Galaxy. I can appreciate the innovation of Mario 64, but I don't really ever want to replay it. I get Mario 64 has a control scheme that I can admit hasn't aged the best. I still love the game. I think it's a great game. If you kind of like, I guess not master the jank, I don't think the controls are really that bad in my opinion. But I guess if you kind of like, you kind of like get the hang of it after a while, it's pretty fun. Just 800 subs left until you yeah, man, we're getting close. We're getting close, and then the sub goal is I react to your videos. So that's exciting. Mario Galaxy or Shadow Gens? Mario Galaxy. I'm sorry, bro. There's not a single Sonic game that even comes close to like any of my favorite Mario games. Like, I was thinking of this the other day. I was trying to think of like my top 10 games of all time. Excuse me. There are like 4 Mario games on that list. I think I put both Galaxy games, Mario Odyssey, and New Super Mario Bros. Wii. Top 10 games of all time, those easily go in there somewhere. Absolutely. But then I think of Sonic, and I think I put Sonic Unleashed, and that's kind of it. Like, when it comes to my top 10 games of all time, I think only like one Sonic game could make it in. So, in my opinion, there's no Sonic game that can really touch Galaxy or Galaxy 2 or Odyssey. You know? Because I would say, like, my personal favorite Sonic game is probably Sonic Unleashed or Sonic Frontiers. I go back and forth. And I would put one of those in the top 10. But they don't come close to, like, Galaxy. Come on now. Come on. I said Frontiers was better than Unleashed. I go back and forth. It depends on the day. Because I think of, like, Unleashed as a more well-rounded experience. A more kind of grand, like, I guess, solid game from start to finish. Frontiers feels unfinished, but I guess I don't know. Frontiers is difficult to talk about because it feels like an incomplete game. Not only because of its ending, but of course, I guess how much jank there is. Unleashed feels like I'm not saying Unleashed is polished in any way, but it's definitely more polished than Frontiers. But at the same time, it's like the Werehog is, the Werehog brings it down a couple of notches, but again, I've over the years, the Werehog has become less of a hindrance to the game, if you ask me. So, I don't know. Regardless, Mario Galaxy is my favorite game of all time. And I don't see any game ever topping it. So, okay, let me think. My top 10 games of all time is very weird. So I would put Galaxy at number 1 easily. Easily. I think I would put Odyssey at number 2. I think I would put... Honestly, I would put, like, Minecraft at number 3. I know that's kind of like a... That's kind of like a lame pick, but come on. It's Minecraft, you know? Like, it counts. It counts. Number 3 is Minecraft. Number 4, we can put Galaxy 2 at number 4. Number 5. Kingdom Hearts 2 at number 5. Number 6, I think, is where New Super Mario Bros. Wii can go. Number 7... I want to put Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I feel like every time I make like a top 10 like this, there's always one game that I feel like I'm missing. And I'm trying to think of it. There's 3 games. We have 3 spots left. I'm going to put Sonic Unleashed in one of the spots, I think. 2 spots left. I'm trying to think. I think I would put... See, now this is difficult. See, we've gotten to the last 2 spots. We've gotten to the last 2 spots. You know, this might sound weird. I might put Geometry Dash at number 10. I'm not even lying. I'm not even memeing. I genuinely think, like, Geometry Dash is one of my favorite games of all time. I think I would put Geometry Dash at number 10. I'm not even joking. I think, I think we can maybe fit Frontiers in there. Number 9 or number 10. No, there's gotta be another. I think Last of Us Part 1 is really good. But, I don't know. Last of Us is like a very different game. Oh, dude, I'm so stupid. Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild gotta be in my top 10 of all time. Absolutely. Breath of the Wild's gotta be in there. Hell, I would put Breath of the Wild probably at number 6. Above New Super Mario Bros. Wii. Hell, would I put Breath of the Wild above Kingdom Hearts 2? I don't think so. I did say Kingdom Hearts 2. Kingdom Hearts 1 is top 15. I don't know if it's top 10. Last of Us in top 10? Yeah, I don't know about that. I changed my mind. I don't know about that. Like, I love Last of Us Part 1. I love Part 2 as well. It doesn't even go near my top 10, though, because of the ending, specifically. Like, I don't even hate what they did, you know, I'm not going to spoil it. I don't even hate what they did at the beginning of the game. I don't even hate that in concept, it's just it was executed so poorly. And then the ending of the game makes pretty much the whole game seem pointless, I guess is a good way to put it. Like there was no point. Yeah, like Last of Us 2, I still love it, but it's... What about God of War 3? Okay. Here's my hot take about the God of War games that you guys are, if you guys are familiar, you're probably not going to like. I would say for ranking God of War games, I would put God of War 2 at number 1. I can't believe I just did that. We have to go get another show. Damn it! Okay. God of War 2 at number 1. God of War 2 at number 1. God of War Ascension at number 2. People be hating on Ascension. It's not a bad game. It's a really good game. God of War Ascension is such an underrated game. If we're talking about like top 10 most underrated games of all time, God of War Ascension's at number 1. I like it better than God of War 3. I'm not even kidding. God of War 3 would be at number 3, and then I think I would put Ghost of Sparta, then Chains of Olympus, then God of War 1, then God of War 2018, then Ragnarok. I don't like the new games. The new games are so lame and boring, in my opinion. I don't like the newer God of War games. Dude, don't let anybody tell you that Ascension is like some trash game. People just hated on Ascension at launch because it was kind of like they wanted a new formula. But if you if you play it going in with the mindset that, yeah, this is just kind of like more Greek God of War, it's like, honestly, I like it better than 3. It makes some questionable decisions with the combat in particular, with the rage meter. But when it comes to literally everything else, like the environment, the spectacle, the puzzles, best in the series. I would even say, like, I prefer... The reason why I don't like God of War 3 as much, I still love God of War 3, I think it's a great game, is because God of War 3 felt kind of bloated. Like, there was a bunch of weapons, and there was a bunch of different objects and items you used that you didn't really use more than, like, once or twice, you know? They felt kind of forced in there. Ascension's combat does something really interesting where instead of having, like, multiple weapons and whatnot, Ascension has, like, multiple... It has the blades of Chaos, but they have multiple there's multiple, like, elements. And the different elements give you, like, different orbs, which is, like, super interesting, and it's great. I love God of War Ascension. Like, people hate on God of War Ascension for no reason. Oh, yeah, Supercon hates that take. Could not get into God of War Ragnarok. Have you played God of War 2018? Because I couldn't get into God of War 2018. I've tried getting to that game multiple times. I just do not like it. It's just so boring. Especially compared to the games that came before it. Like, I'm sure, like, the story seems, like, really good. Like, from what I hear, like, the story is, like, one of the best, like, redemptions of a character ever. And I would love to experience that. But the gameplay is just so monotonous. It doesn't feel good to play. It's like I'm playing a movie. Basically. That's what it feels like. Alright, come on. Dude, where are you? What the fuck? Why aren't you following me? Okay, come on. This way. Boom. There we go. Finally, good gosh. What do you like more, Nintendo or Disney? I don't really like Disney that much. I would say Nintendo. Sony ain't beating the playable movie game allegations. Yeah, I mean, you have God of War, you have Last of Us, what else? I think Death Stranding is pretty... Death Stranding is quite literally a walking simulator. Holy skill issue? What are you talking about, bro? Can you repeat your top 10 games? What did I say? Galaxy, then Odyssey, then Minecraft, then Galaxy 2, then Kingdom Hearts 2, then Breath of the Wild, then New Super Mario Bros. Wii, then I think I put Unleashed. I think Geometry Dash, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I think we could put Frontiers in there over Geometry Dash, honestly. That's kind of, I think I got that. Of course, I could probably move things around. Mario Galaxy or the Galaxy movie? Dude, the Galaxy movie sucks. Use cheats in Mario Kart 7 on pre-Tendo and get banned and create new accounts and use cheats again? Damn. They're banning people on that for modding and hacking? That's crazy. No way. Something that's been bothering me is that a lot of creators have been speaking against Sony, but when the topic of the PS6 comes up, they try to dodge what they know they're buying it. I'm not buying a PS6. Fuck that. If the PS6 is digital only, I have no reason to buy it. The only reason why I still buy games on PS5 is to own them physically. Like, if the PS6 is an all-digital console, I'm just sticking to PC. Like, I'm not fuck no. I'm not gonna buy an all-digital console. The only time I bought an all-digital console was the Series S. And that was before I really, like, you know, I really thought, like, you know, stuff like physical gaming was really important. Like, this was around the time when I was still buying digital games on Switch. I, like, don't do that anymore unless if there's no physical version. But, you know, there was a time in my life where I didn't see the problem with, you know, not buying physical, you know. And I don't think there's a problem with it inherently as long as there's an option. But no, if I did sell that Series S, by the way. But if they're the next PlayStation, PS6, is digital only, which obviously it's going to be unless if they reverse the decision of stopping physical, then I'm not buying it, plain and simple. Ever played Banjo-Kazooie or Conker's Bad Fur Day? I played Banjo-Kazooie. I understand why Banjo is such a beloved game, but the gameplay hasn't aged the best. You can skip this whole bubble section. Can I? I think I know what you're talking about, maybe. I'm not going to try to attempt it, though. We're just going to do it. We're just going to do it normally. It's not that bad. I think what I mean, they'll complain about the loss of physical games, but they'll go ahead and buy the PS6 anyway, and I find that so hypocritical. For example, Maximilian Dude. Did Maximilian Dude say he's going to buy the PS6? Well, here's the thing. You can... I don't think there is such thing... Well, I mean... That's a valid opinion to have. I think it depends, ultimately. I think you can critique something, an aspect about something, and then still buy it. However, for me personally, I see no value in the PS6. This isn't just about, like, boycotting or anything. It's not even about, like, being like, oh, we have to show it to Sony. No, it's literally just a personal thing of, I do not see any value in buying the PS6 because I have a PC for a quote-unquote digital gaming, you know? Like, if I'm going to buy... For me personally, I see no point in buying an all-digital console. Now, if they had the exclusives to back it up, maybe. If they had some crazy exclusives that I just need to play, maybe. But, for me personally, Sony hasn't really had any exclusives in, I would say, honestly, ever, that I would buy a console just to play. So, I do not see the PS6, unless if there's, like, some whack shit where it's like, I mean, this is already, you know, not the case. They already confirmed otherwise, but if somehow Kingdom Hearts 4 was, like, a PlayStation exclusive, then I would consider it. You know, but, I mean, here's the thing. If you want to boycott and be like full, like, nope, I'm not buying any Sony thing ever again, that's fine. You have full right to do that. But I don't think that should be, like, the expectation of everybody. I think, for me personally, I'm never buying a PlayStation again. Not to make a statement on, oh, I'm so pro-physical. It's quite literally because I see no value in owning an all-digital console for my personal, like, needs and whatnot. It's kind of the same thing. Don't worry, SF, we're still on the PS4. You're still on the PS4. You're still on the PS4. It's kind of a similar thing with, like, Mario Kart World, you know? I bought Mario Kart World because I wanted to play the game, because I thought it looked fantastic. And I was willing to pay, like, $80 for that, you know, game. But I still critiqued the price because I thought the price was worth critiquing, you know? But, for example, with Crossroads, I never bought that game at full price because I quite frankly just did not think it was worth it. Like, even if I somehow, you know, was like, okay, sure, $90 games are fine, or $70 to $90 games are fine, which I don't think they are just on principle. That's just kind of the standard. For Crossroads in particular, I saw no value in it for me that was worth that price, so I didn't buy it. It's all about, like, personal shit, I guess. Plus as well, I want to know your opinion on the defense of it's my job, I have to buy it, since I don't think it can be used anymore, since people do YouTube will refuse to buy stuff even if it's a job. I think it depends, ultimately. If you are a PlayStation-centered channel, then I understand being like, man, this sucks, the whole physical thing, but I'm buying the PS6, because that's just that they're a PlayStation channel. Also, look, guys, 2 Luigis, how funny. I always thought this was funny how they did that. They just have 2 Luigis instead of, like, I don't know, just putting Mario there or something. Anyway, I think that's a valid defense. Now, here's the thing. If I said, me personally, for my channel, if I was like, yeah, I need the PS6 for the channel, that's bullshit. Because I don't make PlayStation content. But if there's, like, a PlayStation-centered channel that, you know, makes, like, there's a few PlayStation creators I watch sometimes. Mystic is one of them. He has been very vocal about the whole physical thing. I wouldn't, like, you know, bat an eye at him for buying a PS6 because he's a PlayStation content creator, you know? So it just kind of depends. Things someone loves are not exempt from criticism. Doesn't mean you still don't... Yeah, exactly. That's a good way to put it. You can still critique the things you buy and enjoy. That's perfectly valid, you know? It's not... It's kind of like... You know, this is just how the internet is, but there's always nuance to things that most people on the internet see as black and white. It's like, oh, you think, for example, Crossworlds is too expensive? You don't buy it, or you're like a shill or whatever. But I think it's perfectly fair to say, I think Crossworlds is too expensive, but I'm still going to buy it because I want to play the game. I think that's perfectly fair to say. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. And, you know, for me personally, I was very thankfully, and I'm grateful, that I was still able to play Crossworld at launch due to them providing a review copy for me. But I did still buy the game physically later because, you know, that's just kind of what I do. I did buy the game physically later. For, I think, like, $40. I think it was like a Black Friday deal. Picked it up on Switch. I'm sorry, there's multiple PlayStation creators I watch who have flat out refused to buy the PS6, and they have said they don't care if it affects content just out of doing the right thing. Well, that's commendable. I would wait till it comes out, though, to make a full, I guess, conclusion on that. I would wait till it comes out, and I would check on those creators once it comes out. I'm just saying. I really don't think Nintendo will abandon physical media anytime soon, if at all, because they're a company that's fundamentally founded and built on physical products because they make anything. Also, what's up, Nintendo guys? Good to see you. I did see something recently, and I do have hope as well that Nintendo will not, you know, do physical media for the foreseeable future. I have faith that they won't go that route. Because something that I haven't really considered is that Nintendo has such a big, like, physical media presence in Japan. Like, if you go into, like, certain Japanese game stores in Japan, the walls are lined with dozens upon dozens of Switch games. PlayStation, obviously Xbox doesn't even have that much of a foothold in Japan. I don't think Xbox releases physical games in Japan at all. But compared to PlayStation, Nintendo has such a large, like, grip on the physical gaming market in Japan, and I think that's like a big... And now, since PlayStation is dropping out, they kind of have sort of a monopoly on physical gaming in Japan, because they're the only ones left who are doing physical media. So I do agree. I don't see Nintendo, at least until the end of the generation, abandoning physical media. And even then, for, like, you know, Switch 3 and beyond, I don't know. Because something I've learned also recently, when it comes to Nintendo Switch 2 cartridges, game key cards, along with, you know, standard cartridges that have the full game on them, they are way more expensive to produce than standard, you know, 4K Blu-ray discs that Sony uses. For example, game key cards, I think, cost $5 to manufacture per cartridge. That's per cartridge. That's fucking crazy. Compare that to PlayStation discs that they use for PS5 games. I think it's like $1.50. And that's not, but that's just a key card. When it comes to, like, full-fledged 64GB game cards, I think those cost, like, $15 a piece to produce, which is just, that's outrageous. So the fact that Nintendo is willing to foot the bill or to eat that cost on so many, pretty much all of their first-party titles, does kind of show me, at least, that they do value physical media. And now, here's the thing. And no way am I about to say that keycards are still good, and that I'm going to buy keycards. I'm not. But I am, more and more as time goes on, I am starting to kind of understand why keycards are a thing. Because, again, I think Nintendo values having that physical retail presence. And if they need, like, a cheap way to get more games on the shelf when third-party publishers don't want to shell out, you know, that much money for full physical cartridges just to have that retail space, then honestly, yeah, I can see why keycards are a thing, obviously. Because, you know, regular cartridges are just so expensive. And, you know, there are certain games that exceed the 64 gigabyte threshold that need to be on, you know, bigger, that can't be on a game card, that need to be on key cards. And that's always been, yeah, that's fine. Like, Final Fantasy VII, I think, Remake and Rebirth, those are games that are over 100 gigabytes. Hell, Rebirth was on 2 discs on PS5. Those are 100 gigabyte discs. That game is like 150 gigabytes or something crazy. Like, they had no choice but to put it on a key card. Because that would have been, what, like 3 cartridges? That's like a $45 cost to them for each physical copy. Like, of course it's going to be on a key card. That's $5 compared to 45. Also, what's up, JH Adabat? How's it going? I think Nintendo will be the last one standing with PC as its only competitor. I wouldn't even say PC is a competitor with Nintendo. Nintendo, like, you buy for me personally, like, I have a Switch 2 and a PC for totally different reasons. Completely different reasons. Like, I have Switch 2 for portable gaming for 1. To own certain games physically for 2. I think, I don't really, when it comes to third party, I kind of prefer to stick to PlayStation if possible. Now, for certain things, it looks like Switch 2 will be the better option, as long as it's not a key card. And I guess they're exclusives as well. Like Nintendo, I love Mario, I love Zelda, I love Smash Bros. You know, Nintendo has so many great franchises that are exclusive to their platform. And then I have PC for pretty much everything else. Like, third-party stuff, all of that, I play on PC. And then, if I like the game on PC and I want to buy it physically, I will do so usually on PS5. So that's kind of my reasoning for having all of those consoles. But when PlayStation eventually gets rid of physical content, I have no reason to be on PlayStation anymore. I have an Xbox Series X and a modded 3DS, and those might be the only consoles I'll ever had. Hey, look, you could go a long way with a modded 3DS. Even an Xbox, like, I think it's not even difficult to, like, basically turn your Series X or S into, like, an emulation machine. You can emulate stuff so easily on Series X from what I hear. With, like, developer mode or whatever. Have you ever been annoyed at how many times Sega tries to surpass Mario? I don't know if they've tried to surpass Mario, but there are, like, certain instances where I just kind of roll my eyes at Sega, like, you know, with Superstars, for example. They got discouraged because it didn't sell that well compared to, like, Mario Wonder. And it's like, I think they have to understand that at least for a very long time, Sonic is in a completely different realm than Mario. Not only, like, in terms of popularity, in terms of, like, player base, but also in terms of, like, market. Sonic is multi-platform, Mario is Nintendo exclusive. Those are already so different. So different. I made a whole video about this a while back, but those are already so different. Like, you can't really compete in those two completely different, you know, player bases. They have two completely different audiences for the most part. And I would say that Sonic is much more of a multimedia franchise than Mario is. Mario has the movies. That's something that's, you know, kind of new to Mario. But Sonic has, you know, movies, comic books, TV shows, all sorts of shit. And games. Mario, I think most people view Mario as primarily a video game franchise. With Sonic, though, I think it could be anything. Like, a lot of people know Sonic for the movies now. A lot of them grew up watching the different TV shows. Like, they're just in two completely different realms. And I don't think Sega really sees that. Now, of course, do I know better than Sega? Absolutely not. I'm not a fucking shareholder of Sega or anything. But that's just my opinion. Like, I don't think the goal should be to surpass Mario. I don't think that should be their goal. Their goal should literally be, we want to make Sonic games that are loved both by critics and our fans. That should be their goal. They should just focus on themselves, basically. Like, literally, their goal should be to get a mainline Sonic game out that gets, like, a 90 on Metacritic, pretty much. And, like a 10 or a 9 on, you know, the audience score on Steam or whatever. They need to focus on that, first and foremost, before even trying to, you know, compete with other franchises. I had a false memory of a Mario game being on PS4. Technically, there is like that Dreams game. It was a freaking upscaled version of Mario Brothers U. You saw it at a store. Okay, yeah, that's definitely a false memory there. That did not happen. What's up, GMG? How's it going, bro? Then again, shareholders are so freaking stupid these days. So are you really? Well, good point. Some shareholders are really stupid. Look at Sony. Look at what they're doing with physical media, bro. And it's so funny how, you know, they said that the reason they're doing that, I don't want to, you know, be on this physical media thing for too long. But I think the reason I saw that Sony is doing the whole switch from digital is because they said that, like, 80% of their player base buys digital over physical. But the sad thing about that is I'm pretty sure, like, the Insomniac leaks, that granted, they did come out a while ago, those Insomniac leaks showed that most people still buy physical. It's not like the overwhelming majority of people, but it's still a... I think they said that Astrobot sold like 55% physical, 40, whatever the difference is, digital. That's still, you know, that's pretty much the same thing. But that's still like a big margin that still buys physical, you know? Does Disney make better stories than Nintendo? Yeah, I would say so. Nintendo's never been much of a story-focused company. I mean, they have been, you know, there's, you know, you have certain games like Xenoblade, Breath of the Wild, you know, those games have a very, very good story. What's up, Typical? We're doing, Luigi Galaxy? Yeah. Last time we did Mario Galaxy, and we got pretty much right up to... I mean, it wasn't just pretty much, it was literally right up to the point I had on this Luigi save file. So I was like, you know what? Might as well just go for that 121 stars and just do the Luigi save file. So that's what we're doing. Your Switch 2 purchase was worth it? I would say mine was as well. I love my Switch 2. I've played my Switch 2 more than my PS5. Probably ever. Except when... I mean, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth came out. I was playing that game like... I was no-lifing that game for a few days. On PS5. It's me, Nintendo. Do you know me? I think I saw you friended me on Switch. I went through all those friend requests yesterday. I think you were one of them. Thanks for adding you back on Switch. No problem. Look, guys, I will say this about... I wish Nintendo made friends lists bigger, because every time I get new friend requests, I have to delete other people from my friends list that, you know. So, I kind of just cycle. It's kind of like a... I don't know. It's just shit like that. But yeah, my friend code for Switch is in the description. If you guys want to friend me on Switch. The Sony disc thing is worse, is that they own the Blu-ray format, so no one can make third-party discs. Yeah, I did see that. Yeah, I didn't know that. But yeah, Sony is the only one who can manufacture PS5 discs, so no, like, third-party manufacturer can, like, you know, produce physical discs, like, whatever, limited run or anything of that sort. I hate they brought back the trash friend codes from the Wii U era. You know what I miss about the Wii U era? I, like, you could, like, see somebody on your friends list playing a game, and you could just join their game from your friends list. Like, you didn't have to go through, like, anything else. Like, you could literally just directly join them. And I know you can do that, I think, with Switch Online games, like the classic games. I don't think you can do that with normal games, though. Only problem is I'll have a normal username on Switch and SFB, yeah. I said Wii, not Wii U. Oh, well, we had... I mean... We didn't even have, like... Wii was different. Like, we didn't have... We had, like, console codes, I think. I think, like... There was something weird about it. I think it was for, like... I think it was, like, for each message, you had a different code or something, I think, maybe? You got Racing Crossworlds on Switch 2, even though you have the PS5 version because you play Switch 2 more. That's fair. I got Shadow Gens on Switch 2 when it was on sale. Even though I already had that game on PS5. Because, you know, there's a big... Being able to play a lot of those games portably is like a huge, huge deal for me. What era do you think is the best for Nintendo? Switch 1, probably. Switch 1, like the first 4 years of Switch 1, unmatched. Unmatched. Odyssey, Breath of the Wild, Smash Ultimate. Xenoblade 2, and I don't think 3 was in that era. Xenoblade 2, Metroid Dread, like, unmatched. Excuse me. You don't see the Switch friend code in the description? It should be there. Do you guys see it? Oh, we don't have the comment there yet. Excuse me. You can see the code? Nice. Nice. Just making sure, just making sure. I feel like Sonic 06 isn't that bad, but I would improve it if I had to make a Sonic series rewrite. I think, I mean, Project 06 kind of shows us that 06 could have been good if they, like, made a good game out of it. But I still think 06's story is really bad. Friend SF on every single platform. I think my friend code is the only one I have in the description. I used to have my PSN and Xbox, but I hardly use those. What's up, Sonic Gamers? Xbox is way better than PlayStation. I wouldn't say that. You know what? We'll just have to wait and see how they handle physical stuff. We'll just have to wait and see before I make a decision on that. All right, come on. Get in there. Nice. Okay, I'm about to die. No, Luigi. Oh, I'm fucked. Get. Thank you. Okay, we're good. We're good. The only thing Xbox have over PlayStation is backwards compatibility. Yeah. Backwards compatibility is huge. I think Xbox has like you could play Xbox games 360, obviously Xbox One, like it has full backwards compatibility with like all Xbox. I know only certain games are compatible, like not every game is compatible, because they have to go back and make them compatible. Like it's not just a Switch that just makes every game compatible. But I think I saw recently they're bringing back that program. Okay, I'm doing something wrong. I did see recently that they're bringing back that program where they're going to add more games to the backwards compatibility list, which that's huge. That's huge. Nintendo is the same company that made cards and toys back in the day. They kind of still make toys today with some quirky fun stuff they made, like Alarmo. That shows that physical won't die. I don't think we could safely make like a sure, like, yes, like this is concrete that Nintendo will not stop. I think it would be a big power move from Nintendo if they made a statement themselves. Like if they came out with an official statement from whoever, Furukawa, Devin Pritchard, whoever. If they themselves come out and be like, yeah, we're going to continue producing physical media, I think that would be a huge, huge move for them to officially come out and say that. I do find it interesting how Nintendo seems to be shifting back into toys. I mean, dude, they've been keeping up with Amiibo for how long? I made a video about it, but man, Amiibo is like, I am shocked that Amiibo is still going on to this day. Like, that whole Toys to Life thing died out a decade ago, pretty much. Like, years ago, that whole Toys to Life trend died out for, you know, Skylanders, Disney Infinity, everything else in between, except for Amiibo. Amiibo is still standing, which is insane. And it's kind of crazy when you see that Nintendo's not really selling these Amiibo that much. Like, I think I saw recently, like there was a bunch of the newer Zelda Amiibo, the Street Fighter ones. Best Buy was selling them on clearance for like $5 a piece. And they retailed for like $30 to $40, which is ridiculous, by the way. But, like, yeah, I don't think there's that big of an audience for them anymore. But it just kind of goes to show that even though there's not that big of an audience, they still just kind of see value in doing them because it's like, it's just kind of something cool for the fans. Which I definitely appreciate because I do buy Amiibo every once in a while. I recently got the Mario Galaxy one, the one with Mario and the launch star. That thing is like huge. Like originally I was like, okay, come on, like $35 for that's ridiculous for an Amiibo. But I saw it and it's like, it's actually pretty big. It's pretty big. Like, that thing is, like, double the size of a normal Amiibo. I think it's, like, the size, if you guys remember that, that Detective Pikachu Amiibo from a while back. It's, like, the same size as that. Imagine if Project 06 received official recognition by Sega and it got officially released. That would be sick, but I think Chaos X has come out and said that he doesn't want to do that. Like, he does not want to work with Sega. Which is, like... I mean, I could be like, that's such a, you know, whatever. Like, it's his decision at the end of the day. I just don't really understand it personally. Like, if Nintendo, not Nintendo, if Sega came out and offered you, like, money to get your fan game on to be, like, officially published, I wouldn't say no to that. But hey, more power to him. What's your opinion on Mario Kart World not having a 3-lap track mode? Do you think it's because by adding that mode it would be omitting the philosophy of intermissions is not liked? I mean, I guess, but at the same time, it's like, why not just have the option? Like, who cares if... Like, here's my thing with the Nintendo. Who cares if they would, like, admit to it not working? Who cares? Like, if a lot of people don't like it, a lot of people don't like it. It would be good for Nintendo to make that an option for people to have 3-lap tracks. I think that would be... I think more people would look at Nintendo as like, oh, it's good that they're giving an option for the people who want 3-lap tracks, rather than them, you know, being, I guess, them... Oh, what the fuck? Who is spamming, bro? I guess, than them. More people would recognize them doing like the pro consumer choice rather than them, I guess, admitting that their formula doesn't work, you know? That, I don't know. What was he even spamming? I didn't even get to see it. What's up, Sonic Blue Blade? How's it going? He was spamming that his content was was way better than yours. I'm gonna need to see proof of that, brother. That's funny. Hold on, I think I can look at the message here if I do this. Who asked plus my content is way better than SF Productions. You know what? That's a respectable spam. Still, you know, like, don't spam, but respectable spam. Hey, he's back! Godfather, get him! Bro, if we're going to keep having these spammers, man, I'm gonna have to put the chat on slow mode. I'm gonna have to put the chat on slow mode. Alt account? Yeah, that's true. Who asked was my content is way better? Yo, Godfather, do your job, bro. Holy, bro. Did bro just disappear, bro? Oh, shit. That was the wrong person. Dark Mimikyu, I'm so sorry. Here, I'm gonna unban you. That's my bad. That's my bad, Dark Mimikyu. I didn't mean to. I'm so sorry. It was the wrong person. This is the person. There we go. I think... Okay, it's fine. I misclicked. I think, Dark Mimikyu, you should be able to message again. That's my bad. Let me just double check. Yeah. It's... On my end, it looks like you're good. Excuse me. I got shit stuck in my throat. Damn. Let's see. Okay, we did all. Oh, wait, let's do this. Nintendo did say back in 2024 in a Q&A that they basically plan to equally maximize both the physical and digital sales. So that means they still see physical as worth investing a whole lot. Well, that's good. I hope that hasn't changed since then, but you know, given that what we already talked about, I don't. Yeah, I think they probably still hold that same opinion. Super Mario Peak, Axie, of course, bro. Of course, Noah. You know how it is. Oh, wait. It's up here. I thought I had to hit the bottom thing. There we go. Come on. There we go. See you soon, Arami. Thank you for stopping by. We Are the Champions has spammed on streams by Energetic Ruth, Skull, Ayana, and Linky. Oh, so he just goes around on multiple streams. Hey, you know... I guess, I mean, I was going to say I respect the hustle, but, like, what's the hustle? Is he trying to promote his content? I am kind of curious to check out his content now. Who knows? Maybe it is better than mine. Who knows? Your username's... Gotcha. Who knows? Maybe his content is better than mine. Maybe he's right. He doesn't have any content, then why the fuck is he spamming? What? How are you going to spam that his content's better when he doesn't have any content? At least have some content so we can actually see it. Like, my whole thought process behind that is it's just like, you know, kind of weird way of promoting his own content. But if he doesn't have any content, then why is he doing it? Come on. You gotta at least make some videos before you do that. Free subs, probably? I wouldn't even say that. It's just free engagement for me. Like, it's not really free subs for him. He doesn't have any content. If he had some videos, maybe. And if the videos were, like, of quality. It's like, come on, man. This is a rookie mistake, man. If you're going to spam, at least make it worthwhile. Dude, I hope he comes back. I want to talk to him about that. Guys, if he comes back, there he is. Okay. Don't ban him. Don't ban him. Don't ban him. Yo, we are the champions, bro. Why? No, he got him. He's back. No, you're good. You're good. It's fine. You can ban him. I was just messing. Yo, if you have, where's your content, bro? Where's your content? Where's your content? Where's your content? All right, guys. This is unfortunately what we're going to have to do. Let's see. Here. 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 And yeah, that should be good, actually. Yeah, I have to do that. Have to do that. I'm sorry. That should fix it, unless this dude subscribes on like 1 million alt accounts, which, you know. You know. There we go. I was wondering why the gravity wouldn't switch. Sundun pulled a Sam procrastinates. I remember when we tried to raid Sam and he had subscribers only mode on. So it just like did not work. YouTube gets very weird when you subscribe to people. What do you mean? Like, it just doesn't work or something? So now we keep it chill. Yeah, we keep it chill and relaxed, man. Alright, we did all that. Okay. We only have this enemy base left. Have you heard about the Brazil/PS5 law fight? I don't believe I have. Is that something relating to, like, their physical shit? Because I think there is conversations to be had about how legal what they're doing is when it comes to them having a complete monopoly over, like, you know, prices and whatnot. I think there is a conversation to be had there. I don't know if it's, like, you know, actually, like, illegal, but I think that could get into some interesting, you know, legal territory. I don't know for sure, though. Yo, what's up, Pixel? How's it going, brother? Imagine if the Bowser Galaxies were you just walking over Bowser's head like the icons. That would be kind of cool. You know, as a kid, I always wondered, like, when I played those galaxies, I was like, why doesn't it look like Bowser's head? Your video called I bought every Sonic game inspired you to collect every Sonic game in existence. Well, good luck, man. That's a lot of Sonic games. Do you mean, like, every Sonic game, though? Like, I know my video was only, like, what, the physical games in North America? But if you're saying, like, every Sonic game, are you even saying, like, the arcade games? Like, you're going to get, like, multiple arcade machines in your garage or something? That would be pretty cool. Every single one. Yeah, good luck, brother. Good luck with that. Not machines. Okay. Understandable. I think, like, I think what's the Cosmo Fighter one, there's only, like, 4 of those in existence, and a lot of them are probably, like, gone or out of commission, and I guess if there's anybody that does have it, I doubt they would want to sell it, and if they do want to sell it, it would probably be for a pretty high price. Yo, Coon, thank you for the 2. I appreciate you. Did you ever grow up with Star Wars in its games? As a kid, I did watch all of the Star Wars movies. Not really the games. I played through Battlefront 2, not the, I think it's on, what, PS4? I don't know if there is an original Battlefront 2 on, like, Xbox, but I'm talking about, like, the newer version, if there was an older version. I know there's an older version of the first one, but I played that game on, frick. I was trying to jump on his head. I did play Battlefront 2 on PS4, like the campaign. I didn't hate it. I thought it was pretty decent, but I only played the campaign. Like I think like the multiplayer shit, I think you had to spend like $1,000 or something crazy to get Darth Vader. It's like, what's up with that? EA, man. It's just EA, man. Dude, Luigi makes this game a lot more difficult. Angry Birds Star Wars? I forgot about that. Does that still exist? I highly doubt that still exists. That had to have been, like, delisted by now. I think a lot of the Angry Birds games got delisted. Dude, I used to play, Angry Birds Rio. Because I thought Rio... I loved the Rio movies. Or at least, I watched, like, the first... Wait, was there ever a third one? I liked the first 2. So, I know what's happening, by the way. When I press Y, sometimes it's just not shooting. Which is strange. There we go. Nice. Ooh. There we go. We're doing a lot better this time. Galaxy 2 streams potentially? Honestly, yeah, probably. After we're done with this game. I don't see why not. Oh, crap. I didn't mean to do that. Okay. Got him. Okay, he's dead. He's done. He's done for. There's only 2 of them. There's no third one? Gotcha. I assumed so. The third movie looks bad? Are you talking about the Angry Birds movies? Angry Birds Epic, where you do basically, like, battle pigs in an RPG game with a story, was actually very cool, even though it was never finished. That does seem kind of cool. I remember there was, like, an Angry Birds collection on, like, Wii U that had, like, 3 of the games. Apparently that was pretty good. Do you remember the Mario Galaxy DS fake leak and everyone believed it? Oh, yeah, the one that, the dude made for like a project in school, and he only got like a B on it. He didn't get an A, even though it looked like so good, and everybody was convinced that it was real. Like, that was crazy. You have the Wii U trilogy game? Nice. I hope we have enough to do this Hungry Luma. Who makes better games in your opinion? Fans or if you're talking about Sonic, fans or Sega themselves? It's Sega, bro. Yeah. I mean, fans make some cool stuff, but it doesn't really ever compare to like something that Sonic Team themselves can make, in my opinion. Especially since a lot of fan projects never get finished. You want Sunshine 2 and Galaxy 3? Okay, but which one would you want more? For me, it's very easy. Like, I would take Galaxy 3. I would take Galaxy 3 or, like, Odyssey 2 or, you know, just something brand new. Like, those, we're going to get one of those things, I could imagine, for the next 3D Mario game. Doubt it's going to be Odyssey 2. It's either, I think the most likely thing is it's either going to be something new or Galaxy 3. Because they've been hyping up Galaxy a lot, man. It would make sense if the next game is like Galaxy 3. Who knows? Who knows? Am I coping? Am I just coping? Definitely. Definitely. 100%. But it could happen. You never know. Nintendo is, infamously one of the most unpredictable companies. Who knows? Who knows? They might pull a fast one on us and finally give us Galaxy 3 after so many years. Literally what, like, damn near over nearly 2 decades after Galaxy 2 came out. They're going to screw it up if it's Galaxy 3? I don't think that. Especially if Koizumi is directing the game like he did with the original. I don't see that happening. I don't see it being bad. Shadow drop Galaxy 3? Dude, that would be even crazier. Like, we watch a direct and they announce Galaxy 3 and they're just like, it's out now. That'd be crazy. I don't think they could do that. Like, they have to have a marketing cycle for Galaxy 3. You kidding me? They can't just shadow drop it. Or maybe they could, because, you know, Mario's going to sell regardless. Exactly, it would sell millions. So it don't really matter how much marketing they do or not. Like, it's just a Mario game, so it's going to sell. It's like, that would kind of bring back, like, as a kid, I wouldn't know a new game existed until I, like, went to the store and saw it. Like, that's how I discovered Mario Galaxy 2 existed as a kid. I went to Walmart and just saw it on the shelf, and I was like, I want that. Hopefully within a year time frame, we get a teaser for an upcoming mainline Sonic game. I think by the end of the year, we can see it by the end of this year, and it will be a holiday 2027 game. Man, I already unlocked the enemy base. Ah, yes, more Game Awards coping, dude. We've been coping since, like, a while now, alright? Oh, Gusty Garden, let's do it. I love Gusty Garden. Let Sega take all the time they want. I'm kind of content waiting. I agree. I'm content with waiting a little longer. I just want the game to be good. First and foremost, I want the game to be good. Here comes Peak. Now, I wouldn't blame you if you said this was the best Galaxy in this game, but that title goes to Space Junk, in my opinion. But of course, you know, Gusty Garden with the music. Definitely the most iconic track in this entire game. Possibly in all of Mario's history besides, like, 1-1. Oh yeah, keep Miyamoto. Miyamoto doesn't really have any involvement with the games anymore. I think what he said is like the only thing he does still is like for a new Mario game, he just plays like the first 20 minutes of it and he gives the thumbs up that if it's good or not. That's the only thing he does. That's the only thing he contributes to Mario games anymore. Miyamoto is mainly involved with like, you know, the movies and the, you know, Super Nintendo world. That sort of deal. I don't think he's really involved in game production anymore. Miyamoto LARPs Mario now? Shit. I guess you could say that. Miyamoto will retire at some point. I mean, yeah, but he's definitely done with games. Have I ever watched the garbage 1993 Mario movie? I've never watched it from start to back. And I have no plan to do so anytime soon. Yes, I probably won't watch that movie. You know, that would be a fun thing to watch on Discord. Like, if we do a Discord watch party for the Mario, like the original Mario movie. Yeah, LARPing Mario's like LARPing life itself. You got your driver's license on Friday? Nice. Don't crash. That would suck. How could you call him a LARPer? He made the franchise. He made the LARPs himself. Brother, you made the sandwich. Creating a franchise just to LARP it? Exactly. That's actually insane slander. Imagine creating something, then people are going to call you a LARPer of the thing you created. That's insane. Actually, next to your hating. You watched the 1993 Mario movie in your primary school? Why? Whose idea was that? You want a 52-inch Tails plushie? 52-inch? Holy. That's like bigger than my TV. Brother. That's crazy. 52-inch. Holy. Like, if I had that, I don't know. I wouldn't know where to put it. I don't have anywhere to put it. Does Sega or Sonic Team have LARPers? Yes. Oh, well, you're talking about people who work at Sonic Team. SF needs 100K because he makes W content. I appreciate it. One day. We're getting close. Y'all just gotta subscribe, man. You just gotta subscribe. We'll get there eventually. This year, maybe. Maybe this year. Honestly, it might be early next year. But this year, maybe. It could happen. We'll see. Think you still have the 1993 Mario film saved up in your phone storage? I can upload it to your drive and send it to you on Discord. I could just pirate it. That's what I did when we did the first Mario movie watch party. I just pirated it. Have I ever played any Pokemon games? I played... The only Pokemon game I've ever played through from... I don't even think I ever beat it. I got stuck on, like, the Elite Four, but I think the only one I ever played pretty much in full was Sun and Moon, and I actually liked that game. I actually liked that game. That game was good. I don't like Pokemon, though, generally. Sonic Frontiers Definitive Edition is false advertising? Yeah. It's definitely not the Definitive Edition of Frontiers, 100%. I guess it's the Definitive Edition on Switch 2? Yeah, it's just like, I don't know what the fuck they were thinking with that. Dude, Sun and Moon is great. Like, I really like Sun and Moon. Updated Sonic false advertising video? Yeah. I forgot about that video, but yeah. There was, when I'm making that video, I was kind of like surprised by how much there was. The one that got me the most was like the Sonic Origins trailer. Now, this was before Plus came out, mind you. The Sonic Origins trailer that said that it had new playable characters when that was just a lie. Like, that's just flat out a lie. Yeah, I think Gusty Garden has some of the most creative planets in the whole game. I think that's fair to say. They should give us a Dreamcast era Sonic collection with SA1 and SA2 and Heroes. I would be down for that. I just want the adventure games on modern platforms. Like, I would love to be able to play adventure on my Switch. That would be so cool. I mean, yeah, the Pokemon games on Switch, I think, are universally hated, except for, like, Legends Arceus. I think that was the only one that people, like, somewhat liked. Like, but, you know, not Sun and Moon. Sword and Shield, Scarlet and Violet, even ZA, I think people didn't like. The Diamond and Pearl remake, like, Pokemon on Switch is just miss after miss. However, I have faith for Winds and Waves, because that game actually looks like a... It's like they updated from PS2 graphics to PS3 graphics, which is like, I know it's not much, but it's something. It's something. Did I expect a new Sonic game at Summer Game Fest? I expected a smaller game. I'm talking like a Superstars caliber game, where it's just like a little side game for the holiday. I did expect that. Am I upset that we didn't get that? A little bit, but at the same time, it's like, if they need more time on the next game, then so be it. So be it. Winds and Waves is going to be cool. It already looks so much better than Scarlet and Violet did. Like, so much better. It doesn't look, like, great by any means. Like, it doesn't look like it's up to, like, current-gen standards graphically for its art style, but it looks a lot better. And the fact that they're taking an extra year to work on it gives me hope. Because Pokemon likes to do yearly releases for main games. Like, I think, Scarlet and Violet was 2024. I think Arceus was 2023. I think... What else? Something of that sort. He's back in sub-only mode? You guys know what that means. You guys know what that means. If he came back in sub-only mode, you guys know what that means. Hey, let him keep coming, man. Let him keep making those accounts, man. I don't give a fuck. I'll put on slow mode. Yeah, that's a good idea. But hey, let him make those accounts, man. If it's on sub-only mode and he's coming back still, shit. Shit. We'll see. Yeah, let's just put on slow mode. He subscribed just to wait 20 minutes so he can spam. You know what? I respect the dedication. And a sub for the channel. I appreciate you, bro. That's kind of crazy. Usually people, like, when I have spammers, usually they stop after I turn on sub-only mode because they don't want to give me a sub, obviously. But this guy's different. Dealing with a different beast here. One of them is Rosalina's own bedroom. Yeah, man. I mean, shit. Name your top 3 game OSTs. Sonic Frontiers, Kingdom Hearts 2. That's difficult. Sleeper pick, but neon white. Sleeper pick. That soundtrack goes unbelievably hard. Sonic Rush, up there. What else? What else? Unleashed, you know, 06, you know, a ton of Sonic games. Does that guy have a grudge? I don't think so. I think it's just, like somebody else said earlier, he goes to multiple streams and does this. Got another sub. See, the slow mode doesn't... See, this is the thing with the slow mode, We Are the Champions. You can't get that many messages in before you get banned. Unless if Godfather's sleeping on the job. I missed the other ones. There we go, we got him. See, slow mode makes it so he only gets, like, what, 3 messages in? You ain't sleeping? Alright, bro. Alright, bro. Godfather might be in slow mode, bro. He keeps making alt accounts. How many accounts does he have? I'm not sure. But every account he adds, he has to subscribe. Although he'll probably unsub later, so it's not like it really matters. But my Lex Luthor level hater. I don't know. He could. Here's the thing. All he's saying is his content is better. I'm still waiting for him to like actually tell me where I can find his content. Like next time he comes in, like I just want to know where I can find his content. Like if he could just drop like a link or something. Like just a link. That's all I need. Just like a link. Yes, 15? Interesting. What's up, Nero Gamer? How's it going? He told me he deleted 1 to 10 around 2 weeks ago. Oh. Yo, Merrick, how do you know that? I'm onto you, Merrick. Merrick, I'm onto you, bro. He told you, so you know him? Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Yeah, the lives would go away, but it's not like this. I really need lives in this game. See, and I think Luigi's save file, it gives you 20 lives every time you open your save file. So it's not that big of a deal. I hope Sifisk. You're not talking about who I think you're talking about, right? The dude with the Chow profile picture? Does he not use his voice in his videos? Do you know him? Do you know him or are you him? He using text to speech? He uses AI? Wait, seriously? That's crazy. He uses an AI voice? That's kind of crazy. I didn't know that, obviously. That's crazy. Let's do a honey climb. He really uses AI voice? I mean, interesting. One sec, y'all. You never watched his videos? I did watch him, but I didn't know that... I didn't know it was an AI voice. That's kind of surprising. It doesn't really sound like an AI voice. It does sound a little bit, on the more, like, monotone, like, kind of side. There's not much, like, kind of unique inflection in his voice, but I just thought that was just the type of voice he had. I thought that was just, like, he had a very, like, very chill, like, commentator voice. I just thought that's what he had. Interesting. I love Digital Circus, but their tendency to spoil things the second an episode came out got me. Almost ruined episode 9. Dude, I hate when anybody does that. Like, I think Sega has a big problem with doing that for Sonic games. Like, when Shadow Gens came out, for one, they spoiled, like, every zone in the game, along with Mephiles being a boss fight in one of the trailers. But I think the launch trailer of the game showed Black Doom, like the final boss fight. Like, why would you do that? Send me a friend request. I'll go through all the friend requests after the stream. But yeah, I think it was the Shadow Gens launch trailer that just spoiled the entire game. It's like, why not just leave some surprise for people who actually want to play the game? Oh, come on. There we go. Sega has a problem where they show too much in their trailers. Benji made a whole video. Yeah, he made that whole video about Sega's, like, marketing problem. You are right. Well, not just that. I remember with Frontiers, a day before the game came out, they showed an artwork piece that had the end. Like, and I remember everybody was like, why is there 2 moons? Like, why is one of them purple? Like, they showed the end. The secret overarching villain of the whole game a day before the game came out. Like, why? Like, why would they do that? They also lied about the 4th character in Sonic X Shadow Generations. I remember that shit. That shit was so cheeky of them. That was so cheeky of them. They had that website and they showed modern Sonic and classic Sonic on one end, and then on the other end they had Shadow and like a question mark, implying that there would be a 4th character, but there never was. They were cheeky for that. Going to get something to eat. Had fun with the stream. May come back, but if not, hope you have a good day. Hey, see you soon, Dark Mimic. Thank you for stopping by, brother. Always happy to have you. Hope to see you in the next one, which should hopefully be soon. Maybe Tuesday? Maybe Tuesday. Fourth one should have been the Bio Lizard, you know, classic Shadow Fair. That would have been funny. You just get to play as the Bio Lizard. They're not even going to size him down or anything. You just get to play as the Bio Lizard. I think there was a mod for Frontiers that you could just play as Godzilla. And it was like the funniest thing ever. Whoa. I didn't see him there. Movie Shadow could count as the 4th character? Eh, hardly. Hardly. I don't even think that's what they meant by that. I think they updated the website later with, like, Maria and Gerald and all of them. There we go. I mean, the Shadow OG design is just kind of a skin. It's not even a separate character. Sorry for spamming that you told you how to... Oh, you're good, man. No worries. Still false advertising a little bit. I wouldn't call that, like, blatant false advertising, but it is a little misleading. When am I going to do another stream? Probably on Tuesday. I think that's the next day I'm, like, safely free. Mondays and stuff. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays are always pretty booked for me because I have shit to do. And I have my next video I'm going to start editing either tonight or tomorrow. Which should hopefully come out on Sunday. Next video is going to be a more fun one. Nothing really like... Nothing really like serious or anything. It's going to be a much more fun one, I think. What do you think there are some people who cheer when Maria got shot in Sonic 3? That is messed up. I think it's more so just like they want Sonic to be like edgy and game accurate and whatnot in the movie. So that was just kind of that little thing. It was just kind of a funny thing. I remember that. Alice have been doing a decent job for Persona 4 Revival. Just look at Yasuki's short trailer. I'm not really familiar with Persona 4 Revival. Sonic Unleashed had the best trailers. I don't even remember much of the Sonic Unleashed trailers besides the ones that have, like, you know, all of the beta stuff in it, which is always cool to look at. Wasn't there a whole thing about cheering in the cinema when child characters got killed? What? I don't think I've ever heard of that. Hear me out. Could you imagine if in Sonic Movie 4 they decide to make Sonic and Amy lost siblings? That'd be absolutely way better instead of respecting the source material. I hope they don't do that. I could imagine if they pull the Mario Galaxy movie and make, like, Sonic and Amy, like, siblings. And Amy's, like... It's like the whole... They pull, like, kind of a Sonic Underground and make... That would be so bad. Oh my god, that would be terrible. That would be so bad. The fact that I could see them doing something like that was crazy. Oh yeah, there was the one. That one was the intro for the game as well. Like, you could wait on the title screen or whatever, and it would show up. Sonic and Amy have 3 kids in the 4th film. See, now we're tripping. See, now we're just straight up tripping. Like, God, that would be so bad. Imagine if they'd pulled some shit like that. That would just be probably the biggest fumble of any movie franchise of all time. Besides, like, the Star Wars sequels. Even then, I would say that was better. That would be, like, the Sonic movie franchise is known for, like, being really good movies that are still faithful to the source material for the most part. Like, that would be crazy. That would just be the biggest fumble of all time. He knows what he's doing. Yeah, I have faith in Jeff Fowler. I'm sure movie 4 will be great. But I am still a little curious on how they're going to handle Amy's character. It's a straight connection to the Angry Birds movie 3. Oh yeah, I never watched the second one of Angry Birds. Never watched the second one. Was the second one any good? I watched the first one plenty of times as a kid. Second one, though, kind of untapped territory. Unmarked territory, I should say. Let's go ahead and do the secret star. Maybe not, actually. I'm selling. Oh my god, I'm selling so bad. Oh, never mind. We're not doing the secret star yet. No matter what direction they go with, people are going to be mad. Yeah, there's the thing about, like, the thing about Amy is such, like, a heavily debated character when it comes to her characterization that people are going to be upset regardless. Like, you can't win no matter what you do. Like, they can make her, like, a badass time traveler from the future. People will obviously be upset at that. They can make her like she is in Sonic Adventure. She's just kind of like this annoying child, in my opinion. I know that's probably a hot take. I do not like how Amy is portrayed in the adventure games. Boom Amy is perfect. See, I agree. I like Boom Amy. People don't like Boom Amy either, though. I like Boom Amy. I think she's like the funny, like, kind of voice of reason within the group. Like, Boom had such... say what you will about Boom. I know they're not, like, really accurate to their characters, especially with Knuckles. Tails is really the only one that's really accurate to the rest of the games. But holy crap, the dynamic between those characters was just so good. It was so good. What's up, Adele? Like, I'll give Boom one thing. The writing is really good. Like, above all else. Just 700 left until we hit... Oh, yeah, we made it to 89.3 during the stream. That's cool. Oh my gosh, guys. 90K. 90K tomorrow. I'm just playing. That won't happen. In a couple of weeks, though, maybe. Boom Amy and Boom Sonic had the best relationship in the show for me. I mean, it was great, yeah. All around, like, I don't care for Knuckles' more, like, stupid characterization in Boom. Not my thing, personally. I would be lying if I said I, like, hated it, though. It wasn't that bad. I kind of liked the dynamic it created with him and Sonic and how they were, like, just kind of stupid friends who would, like, do stupid shit. I think that was pretty funny. Boom, Eggman followed the bro code. Oh, yeah, with that. Boom, the TV show, I just have to rewatch it. Like, I just have to watch through the entirety of it. Because it's just so funny. I mean, the games are trash. Show was good, though. Once you're close to 90K, I'll be making Sonic videos. Nice. Y'all get your videos lined up. I'm going to be watching them. Yeah, the show is good. It's really good. I think it's more healthy than what we have in the canon because they actually acknowledge each other in some episodes than they actually flirt so naturally. I mean, like I said, like the writing makes the dynamic so good, and that's not just between, you know, Sonic and Amy. It's between all the characters, if you ask me. This year's been really bad for Sonic, if you ask me. I don't agree. I think it could have been better, but we still have some pretty decent stuff. Like, at least we're getting, like, some worthwhile content. Like, some decently fun stuff. You know, Crossworlds DLC is still coming out. Frontiers Definitive Edition, while being the bare minimum, is Frontiers running better on Switch 2, which is, I guess if you look at it that way, it's kind of a plus. Pico Park looks like a really fun game. At least we're not getting, like, bad games, you know? We're getting, like, decently good stuff. Like, I'm sorry, people will always gas up the 15th anniversary over the 35th just because we got more games. But holy shit, man, I would rather have nothing at all than Sonic 06. I would rather have nothing at all than a disaster like Sonic 06 that nearly killed the franchise and its reputation. The thing that the franchise is still arguably recovering from to this day. I would much rather have absolutely nothing than that. No game is better than Sonic 06. Every game is better than Sonic 06. See, here's the thing, bro. 06 fans genuinely think they deserved life, bro. I'm just going to say it like that, bro. 06 fans genuinely think they deserve life. Bro, if you say, like, 06 is better than Colors, bro, like, you're insane, bro. Especially if you say, like, Forces is better than Colors. That's even worse, honestly. If you say Forces is like Colors, that's, like, really bad. Having no game is better than 06. Oh, yeah, I got you. Definitely. What's up, Josh? Excited for Memories and Beyond? Yeah, we're getting that, too. We're getting the animation that looks really good. Because it's being made by the same people that made the Shadow animation, the Dark Beginnings, which is really cool. Because Dark Beginnings was great. I could have very easily hit that other torch. I thought I had less time than I had. That's alright. Z-Man says he'd rather play 06 over Colors, so that's wrong. That's incredibly wrong. That's disgusting. See, Z-Man has, like, the worst takes imaginable, but he acts like they're good takes, you know? He's, like, the worst. He's the worst type of, like, hot take dude. He has, like, the most awful takes imaginable, but he just acts like they're right. You know? Colors, we and Forces are on the same ground of mediocrity? Absolutely not. Colors is a way better game than Forces. Forces is a game where you hold down the boost button throughout the whole game and there's no challenge at all. Colors at least has some somewhat engaging platforming. It's a little too much platforming for my liking, even for a game like that. Little too much. But at least it's more engaging than Forces. Forces is just like the most boring game of all time. Did you get paid by Sega to make the Sonic Will Never Die vid? I didn't get paid by Sega to make that vid. I got paid by Sega to do the sponsorship segment. They didn't know what video it was going to be in. But I don't know. I kind of thought that when I got reached out to be sponsored by Sega for that Sonic thing, I was thinking, because I had that video lined up for the anniversary for a little while, I was like, man, that would be kind of like the perfect video to put that sponsor in, I guess. I don't know. But no, they didn't pay me to make that video, no. They paid me to talk about the Steam sale. That would be kind of fucked up if they paid me to talk about Sonic like that. That would be so fucked up. They technically haven't paid me yet. What's up, Mr. Supersonic? How's it going? Alright, I think I don't need those platforms. Okay, maybe I do, actually. Freak. Alright, we're going to need another one. I could probably hit that torch from here. Sonic Colors is gay? Why? Because it has colors on it, bro? See, I knew it. I knew it. I'd rather play 06 than Sonic Frontiers. See, okay, look. I could maybe understand that more than Colors over 06 in a weird sort of way. Because Frontiers does have a lot of jank, but still, I'm like, nah, you're tripping. You're tripping. Do you think Nintendo and Sega are becoming rivals again? Absolutely not. They are not. Sega kind of relies on Nintendo for Sonic stuff. Nintendo is Sonic's biggest platform. I think, like, Sonic sells the most on Nintendo by a large margin. They literally can't compete with Nintendo if they wanted Sonic games to sell. So definitely not. I don't think they're becoming rivals again. Sonic CD should be more recognized. The music is insane. Oh, the soundtrack is phenomenal. The game itself, didn't Crossroads and Shadow Gens still sell more on PS5? I don't know about those in particular, but I do remember seeing somewhere that, like, Sonic as a franchise sells best on Nintendo. I mean, hell, they're doing a Switch exclusive, like, Sonic collection later this year, I think. Whoa. It's like a collection of, like, you know, Frontiers, Forces, and Shadow Gens. No, it's not Shadow Gens. Forces, Frontiers, and there's one more. Colors Ultimate. What a terrible collection. Put Sonic X Shadow Gens in there, we'll talk, but otherwise, like, holy. You're spending $60 for Forces, Frontiers, and Colors Ultimate? No. Is it really a rivalry if you always get your asses beat? Exactly. And then they're doing a classic collection, which honestly has a little more value. You get Mania, Superstars, and Origins. A little more value. But, ugh, still. I'll never forget. I was watching that anniversary live stream, and Roger's Base was like, and this is breaking news. We have a new Sonic collection. I'm like, what the fuck? What do you mean? And it's just fucking that. Existing games just getting repackaged in a bundle, basically. Like, really? Yeah, I did see that, Merrick. We were talking about that earlier. It just sucks. The PS3 and Vita store shutting down eventually was like, you know, that's whatever. I mean, they were originally going to shut that down in 2021, I think. but they went back on it because of fan backlash. But that was 5 years ago, you know. That it had to happen eventually, so I can't be too upset at that. But I think it's the irony of it is they announced that in the same breath as saying they're going digital only. Like, do you kind of see the irony in that? Where you're shutting down a digital storefront, and in the same post you're saying you're done with physical games. Whereas for a lot of those games on PS3, the only way new players will be able to experience them is if they buy a physical copy. That's why physical gaming is so important. Bless the soul of the kid who's going to get Forces Colors Ultimate and Frontiers at Christmas. I know. On Switch 1, no less. I know they patched a lot of the issues with Colors Ultimate, but holy. I want to make a video someday about, like, awful Sonic ports. Just, like, in general. Just awful Sonic ports. What's up, Buffalo? You'll own nothing and be happy. Exactly. You will own nothing and be happy. That's PlayStation's new slogan. The thing about physical media dying out, I knew it was bound to happen eventually. I didn't think it'd happen this soon, for one. I thought we would at least go another console generation with physical media. And I was expecting it to be a more gradual kind of thing. Like, I thought, like, over time, more and more games would stick to just digital only, while some games would still get physical. But Sony just came out and was like, yeah, we're just done. Like, this is the date. After this date, we're just done. Like, we're done. Straight up. Like, that's kind of crazy. What's up, Mario Wii? How's it going? You will own something and be angry. The good ending. Ow. Get him. Get in the launch star! If owning isn't buying, piracy isn't stealing. Exactly. Exactly. That's I mean, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. That's totally fair. You said, yeah, you said, I see what you're saying, yeah. Definitely fair. That's not ridiculous to say that. Don't use the P word around Nintendo. We are playing a Nintendo game. We have to be on our best behavior. We have to be on our best behavior. Oh my gosh! No! Luigi, stop! What are you doing? Okay, there we go. I hope the Switch 2 gets a web browser and themes. I hope so too. It's like they're doing anything but themes. Like, they have those themes on the eShop where like certain games come out and the eShop, not the eShop, sorry. The Switch Online app gets like re-themed to go along with that game. But they're not doing that for the actual games. It's so stupid. It's so lame. It's really funny from the other stream you said, it's glorious to watch Sony getting hammered. Literally every tweet they get ratioed. It's crazy. Now, do I think that will have an actual effect? Time will tell, but I think not. I don't think they're going to go back on this decision, but I'm going to do everything I can, and everybody's going to do everything they can to show them that we don't like their decision. We're going to do everything in our power to do so. And honestly, I mean, people are like, don't buy any of Sony's products if you want them to see that you still support physical. But it's like, in my opinion, it's like, it's kind of the opposite in a kind of fucked up sort of way where it's like, to show them that we want more physical, let's buy physical, you know? Like, I'm not buying digital on PlayStation, absolutely not. But I see buying physical as sort of like a good thing in a kind of a, I don't know. That's just my opinion though. I mean, if you're seeing this and you're not buying PlayStation, that's completely understandable. But for me, it's more like, I kind of see like still buying their physical games as sort of like a statement in itself, you know? You gotta reward them for the good jazz. Yeah, I mean, exactly. The grifter logic doesn't work here. If you want physical, buy physical. I mean, yeah. Honestly. Yeah, I mean, I know it's like supporting the company that is doing bad shit, but it's like, I want physical, so I'm gonna buy physical, you know? Like, I think it's a little different here. The Switch 2 would be the perfect console for a web browser. You know what's weird to me? Switch 2 doesn't even have YouTube. Like, that's still a Switch 1 thing exclusively, I'm pretty sure. Like, Switch 1 had a lot of streaming services. Switch 2 has none of them. Like, even if the Switch 1, I think applications don't work on Switch 2 either. Like, so if you want to watch YouTube, you still have to do it on Switch 1. Which is kind of strange. I know there's probably some, like, licensing deal or licensing stuff that has to go into that. There's some legal stuff that has to go into that. This is the second time we're talking about it. I think it's probably like the third time we've mentioned it. It's just, that's just the state of the gaming industry, man. No YouTube on Switch 2. Yeah, no YouTube. I think Hulu was on Switch 1 as well, at least for a short while. There was those anime streaming apps that aren't on Switch 2. I think what Crunchyroll and Funimation aren't on Switch 2. I don't think Netflix was ever on Switch 1, so that's not even like an, I guess, I mean, I want Netflix on Switch 1, that would be cool, but it was never on Switch 1, so. What's your favorite Nintendo game? For me, it's the first Metroid Prime. Hey, that's a good pick. I would say Mario Galaxy. Mario Galaxy is my favorite game of all time. So naturally, it would be my favorite Nintendo game as well. Okay, let's get a coin. I'm on low health here. 1 up 2, why not? The Wii had Netflix, the PS2 had Netflix. Yeah, I remember. Wait. Did the PS2 have Netflix? I know the Wii had Netflix. I didn't know the PS2 had Netflix. But I remember for the Wii and PS3, like for a while, you had to like get the physical disc to watch Netflix, and I think that's hilarious. Like there was a Netflix physical copy. You can still find it on eBay for pretty cheap. Like, you can find it on eBay for, like, that's probably, like, $10. I didn't know the PS2 had Netflix, though. That's kind of crazy. Like, that's kind of crazy, because the internet wasn't even, like, a common feature of PS2. Like, you had to have a... I mean, there was internet support, but I think you had to get an adapter for it, right? Like, you had to get a LAN adapter for it. And there was no Wi-Fi. That was definitely not a thing. Probably doesn't work anymore. Oh, yeah, definitely not. I think Wii Netflix has been discontinued. But I remember, like, I think the Wii sold so well because it was a cheap way for people to watch Netflix. They didn't need, like, a smart... Or, I don't even know if smart TVs were even, like, commonplace back then, but... And people didn't need, like, any fancy thing to watch Netflix. They could literally just buy a Wii for, like, $100 because Wiis were cheap. And they could just use it to watch Netflix. Like, the Wii was successful not only because of its, like... I was on the little sliver, and it still hit me. What the hell? The Wii was so successful not only because it had games that were easily accessible to so many people, but it was also because of the fact that when it came to, like, other stuff like Netflix and YouTube, those things were also easily accessible on the Wii, and people used their Wii to watch that stuff, you know? And Netflix was a huge deal. Like, it was the first of its kind when it came to streaming services. Now Netflix is like a huge, like, giant, but there's millions of other streaming services. What are your thoughts on RB77? That name sounds familiar. I don't know if I remember what exactly that is. I mean, yeah, Netflix was a thing where you could, like, rent, like, physical movies and shit. Like, you could rent DVDs and they would send them to you. That's what Netflix used to be, but then they pivoted to, you know, digital streaming, which was obviously a good choice because, I mean, look at them now. They're, like... I mean, Netflix probably has, like, the most... When it comes to, like, TV, like, I think Netflix is probably the biggest TV adjacent network out there. Okay, finally. Goodness. Why was that difficult? Okay, we gotta be very careful. We're almost at the end. Okay, I'm gonna wait. Why doesn't the Switch 2 have a web browser? That's a good question. I think Nintendo is just like... I guess for the Switch 2, and I guess a little bit for the Switch for a little while, they wanted it to exclusively be a gaming console. Like, they don't want you watching movies, they don't want you watching YouTube, they don't want you listening to music. You can listen to Nintendo music on the smartphone app, not on the console itself, though, oddly enough. It's just weird. Nintendo's just weird. That's when everything was just on Netflix. I mean, yeah, nowadays you need, like, a million different streaming services to watch, you know, everything, basically. Like, you need Peacock, Disney Plus. Hulu and Disney Plus are kind of the same thing now, but Netflix... fuck, there's Paramount Plus. Like, there's just so much. Like, everybody got their own streaming service now. It's ridiculous. Like, who the hell, like Paramount Plus is just such a... Yeah, Apple TV too? Like, yeah. Fubo... Wait, no, that's different. That's kind of like... I think Fubo is kind of like YouTube TV. I think, if I'm not mistaken, where it's like live TV that you stream. Because I have YouTube TV for live TV, and it's great. I also use it to get, like, NFL Sunday Ticket. Paramount Plus were good, bro. The only time I bought Paramount Plus was to watch the Knuckles show. Because it was like a Paramount Plus series. That was it. I even think for that I got a free trial. I don't even think I paid for anything. It's me, Luigi. Bro, Super Luigi Galaxy. This Dusty Dune Galaxy is probably one of my least favorite galaxies in this game. Not a fan. It's not like unplayable. It's not like bad. It's not good though. I think we'll go till we finish up this dome. We'll get to 60 stars. I think we'll get exactly 60 stars if we do the rest of this dome and the Hungry Luma. Oh my gosh. Nintendo's going to make Nintendo videos for NSO members, and we're going to get great movies such as Mario 64, all cutscenes 4K. Like, bro, they would put those freaking cutscene re-uploader channels out of business. Dude, I don't even think those cutscene re-upload channels are, like, monetized, because it's like YouTube's guidelines that you can't monetize that type of content. It has to be original content for you in order for you to monetize it. Which is kind of crazy. I didn't know that's how that worked, but yeah. I've always been under the impression that a lot of these channels were like, oh, they're just making money by uploading cutscenes and shit. But no, you can't. Like, that's against the YouTube partner program guidelines. Like, they'll kick you out of the program if they catch you doing that. What's up, Casey? You know the first Angry Birds movie is free on YouTube? I did not. There's a bunch. I think the first Sonic movie is free on YouTube as well. And of course, you know the OVA has been re-uploaded so many times, but I'm talking about like the first live action one. I wonder if they'd open an app like that, just like Nintendo Music. I don't know. Like Nintendo like Video or something. I think they did have that on the Wii for like trailers and whatnot. They didn't have their own app for it because it's like, dude, just put them on YouTube, Nintendo. What are we doing? Do some prime chud maxing. All right, see you soon. Relax. Thanks for stopping by. Yo, Draconic, thanks for the 5. Appreciate you. Did you hear about Xbox converting your physical games to digital games with a permanent license? That could be something good. Yes, I think that could be something good, but I feel like it would be abused by resellers. Like, I feel like people would convert the physical game to a digital license and then scam people, basically. I feel like that would be an issue. You know, I can see that being an issue, but we'll see what happens. Also, yeah, there's got to be some sort of catch. Like, that sounds kind of like... It's like every time I think of, like, you know, transferring your digital game to physical, or physical to digital, I feel like there's always got to be some sort of catch. But I feel like that's also kind of an issue where I think they're doing that because we're transitioning to a more all-digital future, so they want to make it so that people who bought those games physically will still be able to play them, even though the next console will be all digital. You know, there's just certain stuff like that where it's just like, I don't know. It sounds nice on paper, but I feel like that could go wrong. Like, if you transfer your physical game to digital, and then they ban your account, and you just lose that game, so now you have an empty disc. That's useless. That's just e-waste. Every time they do something good, we always... I mean, yeah, that's just how it goes. We've been burned so many times. There were attempts to put the second Angry Birds... Oh, so you're talking about like a re-uploader. You're not talking about like officially. Let's see. I forgot there was a green star in this galaxy. Let's see. How many star bits do you need? Oh, 20? Have at it. You watched the first AB movie like 6 times on YouTube? It's crazy. A new planet was born. Let's go. Okay, come on. Yeah, we'll end this stream after I think 60 stars. SML re-upload gets paid for re-uploading videos. That is true, but those videos aren't anywhere else on YouTube for the most part. So that dude SML re-upload, he's found an infinite money glitch, bro. Re-uploading old videos that aren't his, but since they're not on YouTube anymore, he can basically say that he owns the rights to them. To upload them, at least. Ain't that fucked up? Like, he's found the infinite money glitch. Bunch of re-uploaders add the first Angry Birds movie to YT when I'm pretty sure Paramount is letting them do this just to promote the third movie. That's kind of funny. Paramount's just like, why not? More promo, who cares? I mean, I know SML is not, like, hurting for money or anything. Like, they have a very successful channel going on their, you know, newest channel. They just hit 10 million subscribers, I saw. And they were trying to do that for so many years, but they kept getting, like, banned and demonetized every time they got close. So it's nice to see that they finally were able to hit 10 million, but I know that SML re-upload channel is making bank by just re-uploading those videos. What are your thoughts on... I don't know what that means. It is insane. Like, that dude is just... He's rolling in it, man. Okay, I think I went the wrong way. There we go. SML is like... I think SML has... I mean, they're still doing good, but I think SML was good in its prime, where that sort of content was just kind of like That was like the stuff that like made YouTube funny. Now it's more like just put the fries in the bag, bro. Like, let's wrap it up, bro, you know? That's kind of my thing with SML nowadays. So much lovely discussion. Fair enough. Why doesn't Luigi save Mario in Luigi Galaxy? That's a good... We were talking about that earlier, because it's like they did 2 Luigis instead of just letting him, like, save Mario instead. It's so funny. They changed the dialogue and everything. Like, they made it like, whoa, there's 2 of me? That's just kind of funny. Still enjoy SML though nowadays. It's pretty hit or yeah, sometimes it's funny. I remember me and my friends tried to watch SML and it's like it seemed like they didn't even care. Like it was literally like slop. Like they were just kind of sitting there like they weren't even in character or anything. They were just sitting there just like doing random shit. It didn't feel like well thought out or anything. Like I don't know. It felt very like lazy. They're just kind of like dicking around. Yeah, it feels like very lazy now. And for some of the videos I noticed, they like drag it out to just like hit the, I guess the 20-minute mark or the 10-minute mark or whatever looks good for the YouTube homepage. The secret, yeah, that's what I was talking about. The Secret Door, the sequel, pretty well put together video, but they like stretched that video out way longer than it needed to be. Like there's that whole scene at the end of the video that was just like, does this really need to be here? Like it just felt out of place. If you saw the video, you probably know what I'm talking about. Remember the days when YouTube was supposed to be fun and not a job? Yeah, but for a lot of bigger channels it pays the bills, so can't hate that much. I shouldn't have thrown that shell, I need it. I'll say I don't blame them. I understand they still make a ton of money off of those videos. They still make bank off of those videos. But it was a lot more like entertaining and probably more profitable during that content's like prime on YouTube. It's like, you know, you could be like YouTube back then, you were able to just be edgy with your jokes and humor and stuff, even if it was like borderline, you know, racist or homophobic or whatever. Like that was just that era of YouTube. Like anything went. Like it didn't matter as long as it was like, it was kind of like reactionary in a way. It's like, yo, no way they just said that. And SML like thrived off of that. But now it's harder to do that, and the jokes are not nearly as like edgy or like, you know, like whoa, like, you know, it's not, there's no shock value to it anymore. Mario the Plumber was funny back then. See, like Mario the Plumber, that shit just does not fly by today's standards on YouTube. Like, he was saying some wild shit. Like, that shit just does not fly. Same with iDubbbz. Like, iDubbbz' old content just does not fly today. Because he used to be all like all edgy with it, and like, you know, there are all sorts of shit he used to say. That it just doesn't, you just can't say that shit. I'm about to say, in some cases you can be like, oh, I missed that area, but at the same time, it's like, well, maybe these extra like guidelines and whatnot are maybe a good thing. I don't know if that's like a woke thing to say or whatever, but it's like, In some cases, I can see the benefits of having those guidelines in place and just those general, like, social norms in place to, like, be more, I guess, be more sensitive to that sort of thing. I can see the benefits. But there's also a certain humor to it that, you know, is just not there anymore. There are good and bad things about the old times, much like how they were good. Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, there's always nuance to it. But I'll say that sort of, like, offensive humor was just commonplace on YouTube. Like, that was just, like, the YouTube landscape. But nowadays, that sort of thing is, like, so frowned upon to where if you would do that today, you would immediately get, like, trashed on, canceled, whatever you want to call it. I wouldn't necessarily call it censorship because you do still have the freedom to make that sort of content. You'll just get frowned upon for doing so, you know? Dream used to be your childhood, or are you talking about the YouTuber? Oh, man. Making me feel old. Dude, when I was younger, Minecraft YouTubers, dude, I watched Stampy, bro. Dude, I don't know if y'all watched Stampy, but he had his Lovely World series. And I watched his Cave Den series. That was a big one. And the Building Time. Dude, Building Time was so fire. Building Time was so fire, dude. It's like, I know he's retired from doing that sort of content, and, you know, good for him. He definitely, like, deserves it because he's done so much. He's raised a whole generation. But yeah, I'm just saying that's just kind of the content I watched. Okay, where is... I always have trouble with this. Okay. There's that chest. I think there's a secret star in this one as well. I forget this level has a green star and a secret star. It has both. Dantinium and Stampy were your goats, bro. Completely understandable. I liked DanTDM. Wasn't like big on DanTDM. This might be an interesting pick for a Minecraft YouTuber. I don't know if you guys even watch this dude. He did a bunch of like redstone tutorials and whatnot. I think his name was FedEx Gaming. He used to make like the coolest like houses and shit with like redstone, and I was like, oh my god, this is so cool. Like, that was the shit I was watching. Okay, I think another launch star will spawn in if I kill all these guys. Maybe. I might be misremembering. See, what happens when I kill this blue crab? Okay, there's a 1-up. Okay, maybe I'm misremembering. Yeah, rip Technoblade. That's still so sad. Kai Cenat is not as bad as Tung Tung. You apologize to Tung Tung right now, bro. You apologize to Triple T right now. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous what you just said. The Redstone guy? Yeah, FedEx Gaming. He made some cool shit. I don't know if he's still around. Doubt it. A bunch of those Minecraft YouTubers don't really make content anymore. And if they do, like, make the same content, and it's almost like Unk, just pack it up, man. Like, just pack it up, man. The heydays are over, man. It's like, I know DanTDM still makes videos, but he doesn't really do Minecraft that much anymore. If he does, it's like once in a blue moon. He plays other games. "2013 Minecraft content in the big 1 AK. Put the fries in the bag, bro." Exactly. Like, dude, it's been years, bro. Like, just pack it up. Like, move on. Like, you're still making content, like, perfectly fine, but at least, like, try something new. Those Lucky Block guys that always fought. Oh, you're talking about popular MMOs? Yeah, I wish popular MMOs the best. He's been going through a bunch of. I think he's had some like sobriety issues. That's always sad to see. He's not a king, he's a legend. See, yeah, the Technoblade tribute in the Minecraft movie, that was goated. I'm so happy they did that. That was so cool of them. I think one of the cast members brought it up to them, like the guy who plays that little kid. I think he brought it up. He's like, yeah, we need to do like a Technoblade tribute in this movie. It's like, oh, that's so cool. LARP no blade? That I did see something about that on my feed. I gotta watch whatever video that was. Because that's like, I understand there's like the whole LARP trend of YouTubers. That's almost a little too far, though. I feel like, keep it to people who are still, like, alive, you know? Like, don't do that. Pretty pissed off that kids nowadays will grow up with AI slop and brain rot instead of actual entertainment. Oh, whatever, bro. What can you do? What can you do? What can you do? So there is a secret star in this galaxy. I don't remember how to get to it, though. Yo, James, thanks for the tier 1. I appreciate you. I wonder, is it over here? So that's where we need to go. That's the destination. RB77 is a Chili Sue LARPer? I like Chili Sue. I think I know who you're talking about. No, I think I know who you're talking about. RB is chill. They just make similar content, but there's nothing wrong with that. As long as it's not like, you know, stealing video ideas. Or, you know, as long as it's not like remaking the same video just with like their own commentary. No. As long as it's like original content, I don't see a problem with that. Have I seen the Scooby-Doo Creepy Run meme? I can't say I have. So, how do I get that secret star? Because I think it has something to do with this planet. Like, I have to do something on this planet, I'm pretty sure. Like, do I have to get this shell? Like, what do I gotta do? Okay, I gotta get up higher. Is there a chest with the star or something? A chest with the star. Maybe. That sounds about right. Let's see. I know there's a chest down here. This just has the that just has the shard in it. But there's a secret star. You have to get over there. I don't recall how you get to it. Okay, I think there's one more piece that I have not gotten yet. Let's see. There it is. Okay, so there's that. I get that star. That's not what I want to do, though. Oh, crap. Let's see. Up. Oh, wait a minute. I can go higher? No. Okay, that was the wrong thing. That's not what I wanted it to do. Oh, shit. I was getting too what's the word? I was getting too, skittish there. I don't think we need that launch star, though, so that's the good news. The bad news is I'm not sure what to do here. I think we might need to go to a different planet, but I'm not sure yet. Here, let's wait for this to rise out of the ground. Let's give this a sec. Okay. Okay, and that's gotcha. Okay. I think we do need to leave this planet then. Use a guide? Fuck no. What kind of nonsense is that? I don't need no guide. We're gonna figure this thing out. I think I just need to go. I think I'm just on the wrong planet. I need to go to a different planet. I faintly remember how to get it. I just don't like remember it entirely. I had a thought actually. I don't know if this will change anything, but if I lower this, will the launch star take me somewhere different? Because the launch star is up there as of now, and I think they want you to, like, you know, go up there. But if I lower the launch star, will I go somewhere different? Probably not, right? Like, I'm just overthinking this. I'm definitely just overthinking this, but let's just try it. Let's just try it. No, okay. As expected. Oh, hold on. Wait a sec. Ah, there it is. Found it. That's what we had to do. I should do a collab with Teetle, M Swizzle, and Chili Sue. That would be down. That would be fun. What's up, Histolas? Alright, let's see. So I need a bullet bill to crash into something. Hopefully that something will show up. There it is. No, why'd he do that? Okay, I gotta get up there. I could get up there. Come on, get up. There we go. There we go. Okay, and I just need to track this bullet bill. Come on. Oh. Okay. Come on. Okay, there we go. Get in here. Nice. That's how you do it. Oh, you're going to make me go all the way back up there? Whatever, game. Whatever. Just finished Astrobot today, and I forgot how similar... Oh, yeah. Astrobot is literally just like PlayStation's version of Mario Galaxy. It's so funny. That game is great, though. There is a... I haven't played all the DLC or, like, the free stuff in it yet. I need to go back and do that. You're just not allowed to cheat in races. Gotcha. That makes sense. Alright, let's... Cool. I was hoping that would happen. Everyone wants to copy Mario's success. I mean, yeah. Mario's like one of the most popular gaming franchises, if not the most popular gaming franchise of all time. Can't say I blame them. Ah, this one. I don't like this one. Ah, you gotta do that whole thing. The purple coins are even worse, actually. Alright, come on, where are you at? Nice. Where's the big guy? There he is. Come on. Nope. There's an Astrobot game sim. It's just the Astrobot. Like, on PS5, the one that won Game of the Year in 2024. That's the one we're talking about. It is a lot like Galaxy and 3D World. Honestly, it's kind of like a weird mix of Galaxy and 3D World, I would say. It has linear stages like both games, but I would say like the level design is more similar to 3D World. But it does have like, you know, planets and crap, so you can make the comparison to Galaxy. Like, it doesn't really have any of, like, the spherical planet nonsense that Galaxy has. Astrobot was so good, it made me forget how much I hate Sony. It is a great game. Like, that game being released made me like PlayStation a little more. Because it's like, wow, this is such a cool game to release. It's like a 3D platformer, critically acclaimed, Game of the Year platformer being released is just so cool. Because I love platformers, and it's kind of a genre that is associated by many people with just like, you know, nostalgia and like, oh, this is old PS1 and Nintendo. Like, platformers are not really like something that's like normalized anymore. So I'm glad that there was a 3D platformer that came out that was able to be a celebration of like PlayStation's lineage and gaming as a whole. Like, there were third-party characters referenced in that as well as just being like a critically acclaimed platformer, you know? It was really cool. And also, kind of a side thing that I like that the game did, it did a good job at utilizing the PlayStation controller's capabilities, because the DualSense has so much cool tech put into it, but hardly any game utilizes it. Like, hardly any game utilizes it. The only other game that did to like such a great extent was Astro's Playroom. Like, when you play Astros, you can like feel the footsteps in your controller. Like, that's so cool. Like, but no other game ever went to that extent with using the controller. Even though it's such a great way of making like immersive experiences on PS5 that you can't get anywhere else. But no other game really used it to that extent. I mean, a lot of games use like the haptic triggers and whatnot. Like, that's a thing that's used in a lot of games. But that's about it, really. Astrobot was the best platformer you ever played. That's not ridiculous. Not ridiculous. Totally valid. I mean, you know, there's plenty of Mario games I like better. But totally, that game is great. I love that game. Yeah, that comment wasn't that bad. We got through it pretty easily. Could have been worse. Alright, here we go. Bowser's Dark Matter Plant. Let's do it. Darkness on the horizon. Alright. Let's do it. Mario 3D Land saved 3D platforming. See, I think we're just saying stuff now. Played the demo of Astrobot, it's pretty good. Astrobot came out on PS2 first. Wait, what? I thought Astrobot was introduced with like PS4, with like the Playroom or whatever. That was like the demo game that came with PS4 or the VR. It was one of the two. I don't remember exactly. There was the Playroom. I think it was the VR game, demo game on PS4, and then there was also Astrobot Rescue Mission on PS4. That has a lot of similarities to Astro's Playroom and Astrobot. It's just in VR. Same gameplay, though. The 2024 version was a remake? You're lying. What? You're totally lying. You're just making that up. Like, what are you talking about? There was an OG version on the PS2. I'm gonna look this up, and you're just gonna be like, ah, I baited you, but whatever, bro. Let's do it. Let's do it, bro. Why not? Why not? Astrobot PS2. Let's see. Oh my god. Wait, you're totally right. There is an Astrobot game on PS2. What the hell? What the hell? Why did I not know about this? I'm just playing. I'm just fucking with y'all. There's not. I'm just fucking with y'all. No, there's not. No, I'm just playing. He's not. He's a liar. There is no Astrobot on PS2. I wasn't baiting you? Yes, you were. There is nothing. There's no Astrobot on PS2. Maybe you're tripping. Okay, so you yourself didn't even know. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, there's no Astrobot on PS2. That was a thing starting with PS4. You really meant Astrobot? Yeah, there's not a game on PS2. You already knew that Astrobot. I want to try out that game, but I don't have... I want to try out... Oh, shit, I was on the wrong end. I'm stupid. I want to try out, you know, Rescue Mission, but I don't have a PSVR, and I don't plan on getting one. When am I streaming soon? I think Tuesday. Tuesday is the plan. We'll see what happens, though. We'll see how the schedule's looking. Astrobot on PS5 is a remake of the PS4 game. It's not, though. The PS4 game was a VR game. I don't know if maybe some of the levels were the same, but the PS4 the PS4 game was a VR game and it was way smaller. I'll say there was an Astrobot Rescue Mission that was on PS4. That was like a full game. I don't think the Playroom was like a full game. I think it was more like just a tech demo. Rescue Mission was like a full game for PSVR. And it had like, you know, similar 3D platforming that you see in Astrobot on PS5, but it was VR only. And then you also have Astro's Playroom. Like, a lot of these games are titled the same. It's kind of difficult. But you also have Astro's Playroom on PS5, which was a 3D platformer, but it was really just a tech demo for the PS5, like, controller and its, like, capabilities. But that was kind of like a precursor to PS5 version. Yeah, the Playroom was a demo, yeah. And then Rescue Mission was a game for PSVR. And then Astro's Playroom was the demo on PS5, but it was a really good demo because it had a lot of shit in it. But then you had Astrobot, which was the full-on Astro game. Full-on, multiple levels, like, it was the full-on game. I just wish they titled them a little differently. It was kind of confusing. Because it's like, you have the Playroom, which is like, okay, the Playroom, and then you have Astro's Playroom, which is like, okay, those are two different games, but they both have Astro in it. But they're different. And then you have Astrobot Rescue Mission and Astrobot and I guess when you say that, your immediate thought is like, okay, Astrobot came first and then Rescue Mission came later. But no, that's not the case. Rescue Mission came way before, and it was a PSVR exclusive game that has a lot of the same platform mechanics that would go to be seen in Astrobot. Like, it's just so, I just hate how they fucking named these games. It's so confusing for no reason. What's up, Spidey? Astrobot sucks? No, it doesn't. What? See, bro's just trying to be different. Bro's just trying to be different. Maybe you confused PS2 with PS4, maybe. That's interesting. I would understand, you know, PS3 and PS4. PS2, though? Oh, okay. Alright, I guess. Come on. Hit him! Okay, one more. Oh, there we go. It's like Sega calling the Monkey Ball games Banana something. Exactly. At least those are, like, titled differently, though. But it's like... I mean, I guess it's kind of like... Think of it's like, if there's a Monkey Ball game titled Banana Rumble, but then there's Banana Rumble Mania that came out before Banana Rumble, you know? Like, that's kind of like the equivalent. That would be so weird. Ba 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 ba. Da 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 da. Nice. Which game is better, Team Sonic Racing or Sonic Adventure 2? I'm gonna have to go with Team Sonic Racing. I'm just playing. Sonic Adventure 2 all the way. Come on, you know the answer. You know the answer. 60 stars, we're done. Nah, let's do 60 more. No, I'm just playing. We're done. Yeah. I think we're done for today, guys. We'll stream again on Tuesday. I don't know if we'll do Galaxy on Tuesday. We might do Sonic instead. Just because, you know, we've done a couple of Mario streams. Maybe we should do some Sonic, but we'll see. Do 7 more for the funny? Ah, that'll have to wait for next time. That'll have to wait for next time. The glorious 6-7. Sorry about the wrong fact. You're good. You'll learn something new every day. I think we can go ahead and beat the game if we wanted to, but we're not. Yeah, we could go ahead and beat the game, I guess. Do I want to go? No, we're waiting. Alright. Alright, guys, well, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream. It's been a fun one. Been a long one, too. We've almost been going for like 3 hours, which is longer than usual. But appreciate you guys for watching. Again, I'll be back on Tuesday, hopefully, either with Galaxy or something Sonic related, or maybe some Mario Kart. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I'll catch you guys later.